Let me show you how the boss does it.
Wind, show me where to go.
One enemy remaining.
실버입니다.
That is a big turnaround here. Unfortunate here for NUTURN. Now it's just allow up.
Left though. He
Yeah.
is not long for this world.
Not
So Jess is just waiting though. Oh! Sweeps through the ropes.
Allow takes a bit of damage. Staying through, Perry manages to find one. Quite get it to halfway, and Stacks will. Not going to be finding much of anything.
Wow, hurt him.
Oh, okay. Gets finished. Now they know the spike is down. They'll spot one. There is Solo coming up with a headshot. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, there's the slow creep. Goes for the peak. RB.
He's in trouble, but throws those beach shells in. Gets the
in heaven. Gets that call. Of course, the tailwind with the nade. And oh, my God. Up the A site. Stacks. Finding two. Rolling Thunder going to be used. Crashes it around the corner. And he
not so much.
Oh, hello. RB, he's looking to get spicy, and he's going to all on Glow, the veteran, and he has fallen. NUTURN have done it. And welcome back. It is time. Game 5. NUTURN giving Vision Strikers their first loss on Split. The 27 straight win record now shattered. Does their other win record get defeated and upset right now, Artosis?
It very well could. This is as hype as it could be. NUTURN bringing it out when it matters. This is one of those situations where I'm so excited that I both wish that I had like a Matrix brain download for the match, but also I hope that the match never ends. You know what I mean? Like I want it all instantly, but also I want to savor it forever. So
yeah,
it's like this is craziness, and I honestly think it's going to be very, very close.
Well, either way, you can savor it forever because we do have VODs, so you can always just watch this every night before you go to bed for the rest of your life.
I promise I'll do that.
I'm going to do just that.
Yeah.
And I mean,
unless it's a blowout, then
obviously for you guys who are watching live, the VODs are there. Send them to your friends who were not here to watch it live and point and laugh at them and say, you missed one of the best series. Because who knows?
Yeah.
This could be history in the making. This could be Vision Strikers suffering their first loss, losing out on Masters Korea, being the champions, after beating NUTURN in the first round.
You know, you're right. Why is anyone not watching this right now?
I don't know, because they're dumb.
Riot should delete the VOD and put the Rickroll in here instead. So when they click on it, they're like, no, I
It's
really
been
made a
erased from
mistake.
existence. You had to be there.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, what a day it's been and will continue to be. Ascent has been so very close between these two teams as we have been talking about this entire damn day. And we just hope that it's going to continue to be so here for this last map.
This is going to be an awesome one on Ascent. We're going to have NUTURN starting out on the attack. You know, this, I think we're going to see kind of predictable compositions from them. Pretty much what they've been using. They're going to have their Sova players go back to Sova, no doubt. I'm super hyped. Do you have a prediction for who's going to win this one?
The viewers?
The viewers.
I think that us and the viewers, I think we win no matter what.
We definitely win.
I'm just, you know, as long as it's close, it doesn't matter which team takes it. If NUTURN takes it, what a momentous occasion. History will have been made. But even if that doesn't happen, Vision Strikers will have been pushed to the brink, you know, harder than they have been ever in the past. So I think no matter what, we win.
You know, this might be, like, if Vision Strikers wins here, this could be the closest match of the year for them. And I'm talking including when they go to the World Championships and beat all the European and North American
Oh my God,
Brazilian
but didn't
teams.
you know that Korean no good at shoot game?
Is that right?
As that's what
I have
Twitch
a
chat
friend
often
named
says.
Stacks and another friend named Suggest who would like to have a word with you.
Yeah, there's a couple people who might, be saying those comments on, the Valorant competitive subreddit in the Twitch chat and whatnot. But I think that we have shown in this series that Korean do shoot good.
They do shoot so good. They're the bestest gunners.
Bestest gunners in the world.
All right.
But let's see who is the best in the server. Because there's been a couple people who've been putting up their names. And Stacks right now is at the top of the list.
Dude, yeah, no, he's just such a stone cold killer tonight. Suggest is doing pretty well, but it feels like a Lao, and that last map definitely was stronger. I got to give some shout-outs to my boy King over here. He has been playing magnificently tonight.
Holding it down.
Yeah.
Let's see how he fares now and what he's going to have prepped for us. Probably anticipating another Killjoy, but occasionally he does like to shift over onto the Cypher. But here we go. Agent select for the last map in the final. And it seems like it's going to be straight up across the board. Nothing shocking whatsoever, as we will just be speed running this.
Yeah, this is exactly what was expected here. Back to Sky for Stacks. But yeah, King gonna stay on Killjoy. Solo gonna stay on Killjoy, it looks like. RB on Raze. Yeah, it's like, basically, there's Sova players went back to Sova. And other than that, it's the same thing.
Yep. All right. Well, it's all going to come down to execution. We saw NUTURN really warming up there on Split. Still was a nail-biter victory for them. Now we go to Ascent, which has been a major map here between these two teams. They have clashed on it numerous times, and both have come out on top. But this is for everything. This is for the championship points, the prize pool, the MVP awards. Everything is on the line.
Let's do it,
to
man.
See who comes out on top. I'm ready. Hear the music. It's just teasing me.
I know.
That little riff. I'm ready for it.
Go, go!
All right, let's do it, guys. Game 5, Ascent to settle it all. Let's see who will be our Masters Korea champion.
So again, NUTURN on the attack. Suggests the only one over in A lobby. Everyone else in B lobby. Looks like they want to infiltrate B main very quickly here. Solo with the turret directly into B main. Hops over. Insta orb grab.
Oh, yeah.
Give me that orb.
+1. Interesting sentry set up here from King in the back. Has it boosted over the box and the alley wall there? Over towards the defender spawn.
Yeah, I'm seeing some more and more Killjoys put it there.
And changing it up. You spot it. Will eliminate it. Lakia just looking to scout the site. Doesn't see anything yet. The team's going to get cut off a little bit by that Nano Swarm. Now can continue to press forward, but Lakia has taken a ton of damage on this entry. Down to 19 HP, but the spike will get planted. Now it comes down to Vision Strikers to try to retake, but it's a great early pick here as Stacks does fall. RB responding. Gets rid of Solo. Is he prepared?
Waiting
on
around the corner, though.
Oh, he gets him. What? Great headshot. The one tap. I mean, even if he shot him in the chest, it would have been a kill. All the same. Just clearing through B main now. This Boombot will let him know that it is all good, and everybody should be clustered up here on the site.
Throw out that fault line as well.
Get the
Another
hit.
flash ready.
Oh, but here's Allow holding down the staircase, has to reload. So King does manage to find the elimination. Now it's just Suggest all on his lonesome, playing around the smoke. Tries to go for the right click, but Glow is there. The defuse will come through, and Vision Strikers, of all days, of all matches, are just absolutely dominating pistol rounds.
Yeah, yeah. They're looking good on that. You know, we did have the one pistol round win from their opponents here tonight. NUTURN taking it on Split. On the offense. All right, NUTURN. Let's see if they buy. I think they're going to save. Yeah, looks like it.
Not going to go in for
-0 all around.
anything.
We don't even want a flash. We don't even want to be tempted to use a flash.
don't need him.
Yeah. Spectres on the other side. Spectres and armor.
Flashes are for babies. Don't need that to win this round. Sentry just to clear. Could be, you know, potentially somebody in wine, but highly unlikely.
They grab the orb. Seems like a pretty useful thing to do on a save round like this.
I mean, they're just funneling these into solo. Just trying to fast track him to that lockdown. Allow. Waiting on the corner as King is just stacked up here.
I wonder if they'll try to get that other orb on solo as well. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, double up.
Just farm the orbs.
He's already into B main.
Yeah, it looks like that is actually what they're going to do. I love it. I love it.
He misses the jump onto the box a few times. Eventually he gets it.
In his defense, that box is really hard to jump onto.
Sentry going to be destroyed. King still holding, not giving any movement whatsoever. No indication that he could possibly be sitting in this cubby. Perry, in the meantime, moving up towards Market with Lakia. They're going to have to break through this door.
Ready right now to throw down that dark cover.
Oh.
Suggest falls to King.
Yep.
He's been waiting patiently.
Makes his presence known. Zest, in the meantime, the crossfire. And back ramp will find one. Perry trying to drop down to get the finish there. Will not be able to do so. Wrap around. This is just going to be a cheeky plant here. As they will get word of it that it's over here on the A side. And Allow falling means that it's all on solo. But hey, they get the spike down. This is not a bad rotation for them at all. And
oh, for spending no money? Double orb and the plant?
Whoa.
And then solo gets a little cheeky, almost gets him right there. Of course, he's not going to be able to win the round, though.
Yeah, we'll just get pushed from behind. So Zest finds 3 on the round. Vision Strikers will move up to 0, but about as good as it could get.
Yeah, absolutely. Impressive showing there by NUTURN. Vision Strikers, though, holding tight where they need to. Now, Lockdown is prepared for solo after grabbing so many orbs.
Yeah, King is still 3 away. Just basically getting all of the kills that he's got.
Yep.
So
of course, Zest is 3 away from using that Hunter's Fury to stop it. So they definitely could do a strategy here.
Which is why I think they're looking to set up pretty aggressively over here at A. We'll see if this ends up being a rush. There is a 3-member stack over towards this A side. Fault line will open. They'll get a dart out as well. So blind will connect just, you know, letting them know. Yeah, there are in fact people outside.
Pushing up this mid catwalk. Suggest and Allow. Lakia shooting down the boombot as it comes around. The flash comes. Just guns.
RB just kind of jumps straight over top of him, but the nade finds solo and stacks there with the crossfire. He'll get another. Suddenly, this does not look great. Hawk will get destroyed, but Allow cannot line up the shot. Just Perry and Suggest left alive.
Yeah, so 5 against 2. Very tough. But Suggest gets a couple kills before RB takes him down. Only Perry left over. Can't expect too much 1-on-3.
It's getting wrapped around on. Already we see Zest making his way up to the top mid. Alarm bot around the corner as well as they just keep checking. Oh.
Right, throws out dark cover. Throws out the paranoia below as well. Actually does hit.
Got back into hell safely though.
I like the spot he's taken. King peeks out. He might be able to get the kill.
Cheeky angle for sure. All right, dark cover now coming through. King's starting to inch up. Timing on this peak could be huge. Also have Zest moving around from behind.
Yeah, Zest is going to be a hard one to deal with here. Oh! Perry gets that kill.
Okay, gets what? Oh, no! Don't want to play it there. He's wary about Heaven. Tries to clear it, but there's the push. Oh, Perry.
Whoa, that's the first time I've seen someone killed from a recon bolt.
Can't blame him, really. It was just so much ambiguity about where they could be. So many different angles to worry about. And just caught off guard by the peek at main.
Yeah.
So it does end up falling.
He played it well. It's just that recon bolt. Those are sly characters. They're sometimes hard to hit.
Well, 3 rounds now for Vision Strikers. Strong start to the defense, but that's, you know, to be anticipated for the most part.
All right, here we go. Push up through B main immediately here. Allow getting through, taking some damage there. Throws on the Cloudburst, has... Oh, misses the blades.
They just ran right past each other. King, yeah, right through the smoke. Now Zest set up. Oh, no.
Yeah,
well,
that's a bit brutal.
Solo does manage to find one over in mid. Oh dear.
Oh,
That's
beautifully
bad.
played from Zest, picking up 3 kills.
I mean, Perry couldn't have known, but maybe should have been prepared for it to be on the cross, but unfortunate TP does cost him quite a bit.
This is so not the round that you want. I mean, going down 0-4 now. Feels like they had some cool strats coming in, farming all those orbs and everything, but everything falling apart a little bit here for NUTURN.
I mean, they just haven't been able to, actually use the damn lockdown.
Yeah.
Got it ready so early on, but
seems all for naught.
do it now.
Oh, yeah.
Do it now, 1v3. Oh, sees the jump. There's the peek. Oh, if he could have lined him up, would have been huge. A little bit of damage on the King, but there is a closeout as Vision Strikers will get themselves a 4th round.
All right, Vision Strikers in a commanding lead here on Ascent. But don't forget, right? They're on the defense. It's to be expected to have a bit of a lead.
Yep, and also, a safe round there for NUTURN. So now we'll be coming back in with guns, but if they can't get something done here, that's when you really have to start worrying. But the problem is they don't have any other ults up right now. A couple kills away from having 4 online.
And the thing is, the lockdown can be countered by the opposing lockdown sometimes, but more often the Hunter's Fury, which they have both ready.
Yep.
So all that rushing up, not doing enough.
And need to try to find a surprise placement play with verticality perhaps for the lockdown, but there's limited options with which to do that. Trailblazer is going to be destroyed there over by Boiler.
Yeah, we're going to have Perry pop over to the other side with that shrouded step. Up goes the turret in mid. King and Zest waiting in that mid market. Coming through B main now.
Zest is going to go for a peek here. Gets the spot. Throws out the recon bolt. Instantly destroyed. Rotation now starting to come over towards that B side. Off dark cover. Cutting off market. As well as that defender's access. Zest going to be sprayed down. Great angle there from Suggest. Gets the kill.
Wow, already in position over here. Guarding the entrance.
Yep, and now, Solo. Whoop.
Gets that strong kill on RB.
I thought maybe he was going to botch it there actually for a second, but playing this great little lurk angle. Solo finds one, has the alarm bot set up as well.
Yeah, Stack's going hunting for him right now. Looks like they're going to give up on it.
Yep, can't do anything here. 2v5 with this Killjoy lurking so far behind you. It's best to just go ahead, chill back. Glow, however?
Yeah, I think he wants a kill.
Well, they're not going to exit that way. Okay, just looking over towards the spawn, and then they decide, okay, let's just go ahead, exit together over towards B lobby. Solo.
Covering a little bit.
He's so close to moving up the boiler. Saxus not watching quite the right angle.
Oh, sick kill from Solo.
Yep. Another nice one from him.
Well, they
really
they needed that round.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously, Vision Striker still has plenty of money. They're going to be able to rebuy, but every little kill there that they get that's extra is nice. Start whittling them down. Erode that lead a bit.
Oh, 1 to 4. Buy still in for Vision Strikers. I mean, money not too bad for them unless they lose out on this round. So definitely a potential swing back into their favor. But NUTURN, if they can get the momentum like we've seen them do in the last several games, this could be a huge run for them deep on this attacking side.
Right, waiting over in A lobby. Only Solo over in B lobby. Lakia. He's trying to peek into the mid. Zest Owl Drone coming through. Sick shot.
Oh, yeah. Take that, alarm bot.
Wow. Get wrecked, alarm bot, you idiot.
Just sat there and took it. Didn't try to run away at all.
No. See, that's why you got to recall that as soon as someone shoots their arrow.
Be spotting them out. Blast pack will move forward. It's going to be Tailwind in onto the side. The Rolling Thunder comes crashing through. The Rocket will trade one back, but Lakia's there to capitalize on stacks. Door now shutting. Solo coming in from Boiler finds Glow, and it's looking like a fantastic plant and hold here for NUTURN. dart lineup will connect once onto Perry, but can't quite get the second shot to finish him off.
In comes Aldrone to check out where they are at. Fault line getting ready here as well. Solo gets picked off by King. But looks like that's it. They're going to go ahead and save. And another round going to NUTURN.
Yeah, as good as it's going to get for them. Even though, I mean, given the HP bars, honestly, might have been able to pull it off, but it's just too risky. Don't really want to mess around with it. So I'll decide to go ahead, pull back, hold on to their guns, so they at least have a few rifles here for their team going into the next round. But NUTURN, they're halfway there to tying us.
Yeah.
2 rounds now.
Yeah. And look, these are the rounds that matter a little bit more, to be honest. Those pistol rounds, like you forget sometimes that half of Vision Striker's score is the pistol round and the round thereafter.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know about you, but I don't count pistol rounds. You got to win by 4 in my world.
We should implement that. The new Artosis game mode, win by 4.
It never ends if the teams are both good.
There's an infinite loop. Well, the 2 rifles recovered, a Sheriff for Glow. Looks like Stacks, yeah, Sheriff as well. And RB with a Bucky. Does he try to get spicy over here? Could have a Hawk blind out with a double, maybe a blast back forward. Seems like the answer is going to be no. We'll just continue to play back on the corner.
Yeah, just wait around the
Hello.
side. Oh, actually gets a decent hit, but Lau finishes him off there. That Phantom. Lau jumping in.
Draft Tailwind onto the site. Spike shifted over here for Suggest. Plant will come down. Be into the corner. The door shuts. These Stacks already moving out. Lockett trying to clear that recon bolt. Stacks finds one. Zest gets another.
A Seeker's coming out right now as well.
Just will get rid of one. Trailblazer does go in. For the tag as the lockdown does get used. Gonna be
Double
countered now.
lockdown.
Yes, Solo looking to counter them out. Says, I dare you to come into the site. Just back away. Allow just get picked off, and now it's all gonna come down to Solo. King moving around from behind. Oh, man!
Whoa!
Draws back down, gets the headshot, and is the only one detained. Beautifully done by Vision Strikers.
Very impressive there, right before that lockdown.
I can't believe he got Solo.
Yeah. Solo's got to really be shaking his head right now. Honestly, when we're doing these shots, I want to see the team that lost. The reaction on their face a little bit more sometimes. A lot of these pro gamers are pretty hard on themselves.
I mean, when you're getting this close to, taking down the Titans that are the Vision Strikers, every little mistake is going to weigh on you that much more heavily.
It's 2-5 right now. 5 more rounds to go. See what NUTURN can do here on the offense.
Yeah, and if this becomes, a 5-7 or something like that for NUTURN, you start feeling a bit more okay.
Yeah,
get ready
absolutely.
to move over onto the defense. So it's certainly not down and out of it yet, but want to rack up as much as they possibly can. It's going to be a slow creep up mid.
Stacks is waiting
Down
here in the
mid, I should
boiler. Gonna go ahead with that blind, big blind. He's gonna jump away from this area into garden.
It makes it on the cross, sees with a recon bolt revealing. It says, I am not playing around with that. Trailblazer moving forward now. Hunter's Fury to try to clear him out. Will tag him once, manages to evade the 3rd and final shot. Obviously can't heal himself up, so just has to play back. A little bit of that one-way smoke here. Try to spot their feet, just doesn't manage to do so.
See an aftershock in to clear a little bit. Glow still waiting. The blind comes out through. Lau turns around. Perry covering a little bit on that one-way smoke. Checking back into B lobby.
They're gonna start making their way over to B. Market door has been shut. Solo continuing to inch forward up around bench. We'll just put a nanoswarm set up here.
30초 남았습니다.
Lakia does not have much HP, so there's effectively one person guarding this side.
All right, time to come in.
Out from either side, tailwind forward, over towards the switch.
Nanoswarm slowing it down a little bit. King gets 1 kill as they come in on Suggest, but Lakia guns him down, Stacks as well.
Yeah, now it's just going to be RB. I was going to say M Glow, but Glow is very swiftly removed from the equation. Spike still with a few seconds to spare, does get planted, and RB just has to hold on to his weapon as he plays back over towards A. So this is going to be a 3rd round now for NUTURN.
All right, 3-5.
Keeping
Closing
it swingy.
that gap, yeah. That's what you want here. A little bit of hunting going on. Just checking where he's at. He's over in wine, so of course won't see any engagement happen. Can't get over there that quick.
Yeah. You just have to wait for the spike to go ahead and tick away. So we get a little bit of extra downtime. This is time for Vision Strikers to sit back and meditate. Focus on the next round.
All right, how do we get to that 6?
Solo is hunting. Oh,
what?
No way. Oh, okay.
Oh!
Never mind.
Oh!
Never mind. You didn't find RB. RB found you.
That hurts. Oh, man. I feel for Solo right now. Like, feels like some of these younger guys, he's trying to go head-to-head against him. Like, listen, man, 10 years ago, 100% you wreck him, but he was only 5 back then, so.
Yeah.
Oof.
Damn. I mean, the Nanoswarm into just the insta-dink. Solid stuff from RB, just, you know, in a lost round.
I love how I thought that Solo would not run over to the line, and then he did.
Yep, and then he got there, and then
like, no, that's pretty
died.
far away. Like, there's too many corners to check. You're not going to do it.
Oh, Allow going to be avoiding the nade. Gets a couple people with the after effect. Allow now moving forward is completely blinded. RB sitting in hell, manages to find the headshot. Stacks in the meantime up top. Will claim 2. Just like that.
Almost nothing left here for NUTURN.
We continue to swing. Solo will find Glow, playing over towards tree. Drone getting ready to move forward and check, but it's going to be a rotate out as they get ready to try and drift over towards the B site.
Perry has the spike going back through that attacker main.
Or they just save it, but breaking down the market door.
You think they'll actually try to plant? No.
I would advise against it. I thought for a second.
I think your guns cost a lot of money. You guys should probably sit back. Solo, I know you don't have any money because you just died in the very last second of the last round.
I mean, he's just playing it so aggro that I'm like, are they gonna? I'm like, no, okay. Solo's just a little bloodthirsty, I think.
Yeah, I think Solo's angry. He wants revenge right now.
Oh, is he ready for window? Oh, spots him. It's quite a lot of damage on this.
Yeah.
He's gonna keep playing up. Recon won't spot him. Oh, he almost got line of sight there onto Stax' head. Or sorry, onto RB's head.
Oh my God, look at this angle he's coming from.
Around from the back. Oh no, he completely botches it.
Zest gets him.
It's a disaster. And now Perry's like, well, I definitely cannot go plant this. So.
Well, I mean, is he... Okay, is Solo tilted, or is he just going for broke here? Is he just saying, you know what, we have to take the risks?
I think he's living up to his name, and he's going on a solo mission, and he's, you know, damned if I do, damned if I don't. I am going for this, and it unfortunately has not worked out 2 times in a row. But we'll see if he's going to be able to adjust moving forward.
A lot of voices there on NUTURN.
Rein himself back in a little bit, because it's been a little out of control.
We did see that from him on Haven, where he was a little bit too much.
Yeah. Well, might be right back to gathering ult orbs as he's sitting outside of B lobby.
They do get that full buy, so good to see. Suggest taking the orb. He has Rolling Thunder up now. Seeing Perry here. Looking to the mid. Smoke wears out in the mid.
John coming up all the way back from defender spawn. Doesn't get any vision at all.
Vision Strikers has everything locked down pretty tight right now.
And this is what they do, and this is why things can be worrisome. Turret just going to be lobbed down on the other side. Glow TPing out of pizza across the market. Now trying to change it up a little bit. Barely makes it around that corner. Otherwise, Solo may be spot. Ooh, hello.
Pokes his head there. Some nice spraying through the wall. Does do a bit of damage to Glow.
Omen can jump pretty high. Makes it clear over that wall. Wow. Domed instantly as this pushes forward. Suggest will manage to get him through the smoke. King now setting up in back sight. Does get stunned up by that fault line, I do believe. And Glow is going to be zoned off, but you don't quite spot him. There's the blind coming through. Suggest will push through. Finishes him off, and it's a 2v3 as the spike gets planted. Suggest set up here in Boathouse. Let's see what he can get done.
Spike get him. Aftershock going out as they come around the side. Taking down Stacks.
And now Suggest needs to clutch this if they want to win the round. Spots one. A little bit of damage in. RB drops down. Sees him. As they try to play around the double peek, he moves out, and Glow is ready for it. The fuse will be there. 7-3, 2 more rounds to go in the half.
Had to take the chance, unable to clutch. All right.
Damn close, though.
Yeah, we're having a few of these close rounds, but still 3-7. That's pretty dominating for Vision Strikers right now.
Like I said, if they could just get to 5, win these next 2.
Get to 5, it's even.
It's not a terrible position here for NUTURN.
If they're down 5-7, it's even. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Sometimes the defender side can definitely lend itself to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was a great entry here for Suggest, but it seems like, I believe it was Lakia after the plant just didn't really respond fast enough to the push across from Stack, so just gets lost. You know, maybe thought that he was going to be completely contained because of the aftershock that was used, but either way, gets tagged up from behind. So definitely not what you want to have happen.
Taking down the turret here. So they push in.
Thrown, yeah, sees a lot.
It's a little bit of a cheap round here for NUTURN, by the way. Ooh, Glow with the kill onto Solo.
Gets taken rather low, but Stacks on the rotation could always go ahead, try to top him up, push in. Allow, manages to find 1, but Zest just lurking in the back. Manages to find 2, gets the insta-tap onto Suggest before falling to Lakia. The blind comes in, Glow cleans up another one, and Stacks is there. 8-3, the 5-round dream is dead for NUTURN.
All right. Now we have that replaced by the 4-round dream. Final round before we switch sides. Can NUTURN pick up just 1 more?
I mean, I don't recall exactly how much of a run back it was, but I am fairly certain that when NUTURN took Vision Strikers into overtime the first time that they clashed in the open qualifier for Challengers Week 1, they had to win on a massive streak in order to make that happen. That might be what we're looking like again. It's not a good position to be in, but
you don't get to always choose, right?
It's been done before.
Yeah.
So maybe they can do it again.
Well, they were stacked up over in A lobby. Backing up now a little bit. Shoots down that boom bot, so still they're being careful around here. Vision Strikers are. Only Lakia, though. Big movement in the mid. Allow coming up to Pizza. Throws down that Cloudburst, shoots into it.
It's taking their time.
Checking Boiler out.
Just trying to gather as much info as they possibly can, but this is what Vision Strikers excels at. So, slow playing, not always going to be a great thing. RG set up here in the back site. Paranoia comes crashing through. Hunter's Fury going to be used. Seekers now sent out. Lakia looking for the pick. Can't quite find one. Allow moving forward. Does manage to trade 1-for-1 before Zest strikes him down. As Stacks still set up here on Heaven. We've seen how deadly he can be in this position. Couple shots flying through. The operator still set up watching this back sight cross. Ooh. There's the hit. Lakia dead. The swap out on the gun. RB comes up with 2, and there you go.
All right, Vision Strikers dominate on the defense there.
Absolutely.
9-3.
Massive here for Vision Strikers. 9-3, as you say. The 8-4 dream unable to come true. And yet again, an incredibly important pistol round for NUTURN in a day where they have not been able to win pistol rounds.
Yeah. They took the one on split, and that was it. And that, I mean, that was important, but they
got them
they barely got it.
Yeah. Well,
but you're right, they do need this next pistol round.
Let's see how they fare on the defender side of the map. To go out like this, you know, and have Ascent be about as one-sided as Icebox was, about as one-sided as Haven was, would not be a good look. It would be, I think, probably the worst way that you could lose this series if you're NUTURN.
Yeah, 2 close maps and 3 blowouts is not the 3-2 you were looking for.
Definitely not, especially on this map where they have beaten Vision Strikers and have gotten close to beating them every single time that they've clashed.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that the defender side is going to be favoring them just a bit here, because we've seen them opting to go for the less standard side first.
Yeah.
I guess we should say. You know, Icebox, they went for attack first. They went for attack first here. So,
Well, that can be a bit brutal. It can be a bit demoralizing. Make your opponents think, you know what, we're so close here to actually winning. It really does feel like a steep wall to climb, especially with that pistol round looming in front of you.
Yep. Well, let's see what they get done. Looking like 4 ghosts for the side of Vision Strikers. Glow going for a bit of utility and that light armor. Very much the classic side for NUTURN.
Yeah, NUTURN set up here. Solo just peeking into A main. Little setup for the side of Vision Strikers. Gonna remove that alarm bot.
Door to market already being shut. They don't want to deal with any shenanigans of Vision Strikers getting their way up past bench into market and trying to wrap around that side, so want to just be able to focus solely on holding down that B lobby.
And it looks like they will go towards mid a bit. Perry continually peeking in. Really unsure where they're at. You see Solo over in Wine. RB jumping off that mid catwalk. Join his friends up in mid-market.
Drone not going to spot anything. They make their way over to the door. Suggests starting to wrap around. You can see the pings coming in from Vision Strikers. They hear this. Stacks way into the back.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Zest getting the kill there on Perry is huge.
Oh, Key Point lighted up. Lakia missing the headshot. Now Suggest falling. Vision Strikers.
Stacks
very well
is
poised.
low, but doesn't matter.
I mean, even then, it's a 2v3 at best. Solo pushing around. Does get the headshot. Doesn't take any damage. Crucial little win for him. Pushes the corner, but RB is ready for it with a ghost of his own. Finds the kill, and now it is all on Allow. Creeping down, spots one for just a second, clears the angle, doesn't even quite get the shot. Stacks finishes him with a one-tap. 10 rounds now, pistol going the way of Vision Strikers.
Kind of as expected. They've had such a hard time with those pistol rounds. All right, let's see what they actually end up buying here.
I think that we just avoid the full force here from the side of NUTURN. Just go in for the save.
That is what they're going for. But that means it's very likely to be 11-3. 8-round deficit to decide it.
Not where you want to be at all. Perry not finding too much impact in the game so far. 1-9-3. RB just checking out mid. Hasn't managed to see anything. Recon dart forward, and it is a very heavy stack of utility here from Solo.
Yeah, backs way up.
All right, we'll pull back away from it.
They are going out a little bit towards B. Zest moving through A lobby. All right, the flash goes in.
Doesn't get anything.
Yeah, it doesn't find anyone.
Alarm bot.
All right, here we go.
Where the heck is the alarm bot? There it is. Right, that's the turret. Taking a shot over at mid. Trailblazer does spot him. He'll try to back off. Hawk over the top, doesn't get the blind. Send one into the site, also missing. So Solo still has his eyes about him. Does manage to trade a 1-for-1. Not too bad. As they wait for the rest of the team to join over. Stacks delaying just a little bit. Throws down the spike now, readjusting. Set up into Boathouse as King has the turret set forward.
On all sides.
Tries to creep around the back.
Recon bolt in.
Hiding in the smoke is RB, so it doesn't get spotted by it. Couple shots coming through. Oh man, instantly locks onto his head. King pushing the corner, will fall. Glow finds Suggest, Perry gets dropped, and there you have it, the 11th round for Vision Strikers. Now, does the long road to a comeback start for NUTURN when they get rifles in their hands?
Well, they do get the rifles in their hands, and it better, or that's going to be it.
Yeah.
Like, they actually just have to win out from here.
Every round matters. Everything has to be an all-in, whether it's economically or strategically.
They can afford everything this time. Well, almost. Solo can't get his alarm bot, it looks like.
A couple things are going to be lacking. Oh, no, he's got it.
no, he did get it.
Yeah, he's just got it set up in mid.
I was like, he has enough money. Why did he?
Smoke coming out, cutting off mid. Do we just see full 5-man through mid up to market, perhaps?
Well, that actually was helping them a little bit when they were 5 stacking with their backs up against the wall, just making some strong moves.
Solo's there. Oh, great peek out. Dink into the spray onto RB, finds the kill. Makes the call that there's multiple others in the vicinity. Alarm bot going to be finished off.
All right, Vision Strikers still going to go up through that mid. They backed off only for a moment. Flash going through.
Hawks flying out. Nanoswarm to buy some time. Solo clearing the dart, but will get revealed at least for a moment. Spots the Nanoswarm getting tossed in. Pulls back off of the ramp to stay safe. Allow. Waiting around the corner. One gets spotted. Lakia finds King. Things are looking good overall for NUTURN to potentially take the round. Solo trying to stay hidden. Paranoia cuts off his vision. Now they drop down, and just like that, it may have all unraveled. Sax is still alive, only with 11 HP, but otherwise it's going to be a 3v2 here in favor of Vision Strikers. And if they get this round win, they guarantee themselves at least overtime if NUTURN can come back with a miraculous run.
Throwing absolutely everything out there. Stacks leaving nothing undone. All right, out comes that Aftershock. They're getting ready to try to invade. Glow has such a nice angle here.
Suggest with a couple flashes, throws out one. Glow does get clipped by it. They're running out of time. Suggest is gone. Parry finds one, but needs to do so much more with no time left. Pushes into the smoke, finds one, but cannot line it up onto Zest. It is 12-3. Vision Strikers are 1 round away from being crowned our Masters Korea champions.
I tell you, a good effort there, especially when Solo got that first pick. I thought they were going to be able to do it, but this is it. It's match point for the rest of the night.
And across both halves now, it's been a 7-round win streak for Vision Strikers. They are unrelenting. You can see the money not looking great here for NUTURN, to say the least. Just a great setup here for Vision Strikers. It seemed like maybe NUTURN was going to be able to make it happen, but it all falls apart. A Sheriff in the hands of Suggest, half armor on most everybody else.
Look at this stance right now. They're trying to get the orb.
Yeah, they have the lockdown.
Vision Strikers, yeah, they were waiting pretty far back. They wanted someone to peek. Still in that position, really taking their time. Just something that Vision Strikers really excels at. Puts so much pressure on their opponents.
I mean, they could just rush a site right now, but they, you know, they don't even want to give up an inch to NUTURN. Even though they have this massive 9-round lead, they say, nope, we're going to play this as if this was 11-12 right now.
Using their absolute best stuff. I mean, there's no reason to hold anything back here. They want to be those champions.
Yeah.
They've worked hard. Honestly, they deserve it.
TP across the other side. Zest will just clear out Wine. Shock Dart thrown into B main. Not going to be able to find anything.
Solo waiting around the side here. The turret
30초 남았습니다.
up near the door. All right, Glow pops around and kills it. All right, I think everyone realized this is where it's going down.
Yep.
Paranoia being thrown out. The flash as well. They pop in.
Solo manages to find one. It's going to be a 2-for-2, but they need to get the spike down pretty soon here. Stax is in onto the site. Now the rotation is coming through as it is just Suggest. All on his lonesome. Lakia, head on his hands. Allow waiting with bated breath, and Suggest has to knife his way through the door. Breaks it down. Flashes flying, but is there anything that this man can do?
Ooh. Yeah, it's a little bit of a tough one. All right, he goes ahead and flashes. Flashes out to there as well.
Clearing all angles.
He's got like no time. He's got to go.
Grabs a gun. It starts ticking away faster and faster. He's so worried about this lurk angle, but he's got to play over onto the side. They're just putting him in a catch-22 situation. 2 members now in Boathouse. The Sova playing all the way into the back. He will drop down. He will look for it, but he will find absolutely nothing. Stax with that final headshot will take him out. They will take this series 3-2. Vision Strikers our Masters Korea champions.
A dominating performance. I know that it's 3-2, but the maps that they won They dominated. The maps that they lost were super, super close. And I tell you, this team really does deserve to be the Korea champions. But don't forget, you need a rival to make it mean anything. And that rival for them is NUTURN. NUTURN takes maps off of them regularly, but just hasn't been able to get over that hump.
Closest than anybody has been, but still so very far away. Vision Strikers continue to be a titanic force in Korean Valorant. They remain undefeated. The win streak carries on. And they are our first Masters champions here in Korea. And who knows, with this level of performance, with how dominant they are on their winning maps, perhaps this is the squad that will be heading to Iceland.
Yeah, absolutely could be, and probably will be.
Yeah.
But NUTURN is not going to rest at that. I mean, this is getting serious over here, and NUTURN is on their doorstep, honestly.
They're still going to be hungry for the win. I know that this is going to hurt to lose in this fashion on these maps, on Icebox, on Haven, your pick, and then here for Ascent, where you've played so closely before. But I hope that this just makes them hungrier for it. There's going to be a slight break, and then we're just going to dive straight back in for stage 2. And I hope that NUTURN is going to be there. I hope they're still going to be competing at the top, and I hope to hell that they can make Vision Strikers fight for that second championship.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's going to be even harder than winning this first one.
For sure.
These teams are still up and coming. They're learning so quickly. There's so much Valorant around. Everyone is so active that the skill levels are jumping up through the ceiling.
A rough day for NUTURN, unfortunately. Didn't quite get into the groove of things until, split. The latter half of that map even.
Yeah.
But off days do occur. Solo himself said it. Some days you hit your shots, other days you don't. And unfortunately for him, on several of these maps, just couldn't quite get those hits through.
Indeed. Well, see the happiness here. Finally, it is over. Finally, it is done. The official champions of Korea, Vision Strikers, 13-3 there on Ascent.
I mean, I don't think anybody would have ever anticipated this. I don't think any of the Korean analysts would have expected Ascent of all maps to be this one-sided. Icebox, sure, why the hell not?
Yeah.
Haven, a shock. But Ascent, that was, that seemed like that was going to be the guaranteed one to go to the distance, potentially take us into overtime, but it was split of all places.
I know.
And still hold their heads high for finally
Yeah.
giving Vision Strikers a defeat on that map. They've done something that nobody else has been able to do. They finally were able to take 2 maps off of them.
Yeah.
But now they're just going to have to wait, unfortunately, until stage 2 to take another crack at it.
Well, taking a look at the MVPs here, looked like Solo did the best for his team that time. Kind of awesome to see Zest up there as having the best rounds on Ascent. We don't see him up as much, being mostly a Sova player, sometimes ventures into Sage and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, even, his performance on Sage, we're seeing many a kill come through from him.
Yeah.
Plays a very lurky style of Sage when it comes down to split, but also plays just a phenomenal Sova. One of the best players in the business, and that's why he's on Vision Strikers.
Yeah, and I gotta say, Vision Strikers, I think that they're so great at everything, but it feels like every player on their team is a star.
Yeah.
Whereas some of these other teams, even NUTURN, I'm like, well, everyone's very, very good, but like, for instance, you need Suggest to come through, you need Allow to come through, whereas it seems like every single time everyone on Vision Strikers is coming through.
Yeah. Well, Vision Strikers, with that first place finish, do net themselves 100 championship points, making it that much easier to make it into the global finals at the end of the year, as well as a nice little prize pool of 40,000 US dollars.
Little?
Yeah, nice little prize pool.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's just spending money at the casino for me. Nah, I wish. I do not own Amazon, as it turns out.
No.
But 70 points are netted for NUTURN. They will walk away with $20,000. Damwon Ki and Moyaho getting their share of 10,000. TNL and AP 6,000, and then Apex people and F4Q walking away with 4K apiece. And for the lion's share, the total split of 100,000 USD here in Korea. And there's still 5,000 more about to give out because we will have to figure out who our MVP is going to be.
Yeah, who is that going to be?
Well, I'm sure we'll find out in our awards ceremony as we do have the players ready down on stage with the Korean commentators. And we are joined by Ending Life, who will be giving us the translations in just a moment to guide us through the award ceremony.
Alright guys, I am Ending Life here to translate this winner's interview for you guys. Today, we don't have just the MVP, but the whole winning team, Vision Strikers here. We'll start this interview off with the in-game leader, Glow. Hello once again, Glow. So you've won many games over the past 7-8 months in Valorant. How do you feel about being victorious today in the first Masters? So when we lost our first map, we kind of tensed up. We're like, all right, it's not going to be an easy day. But the rest of my teammates, kind of supported me as an in-game leader and listened to my, shot calls. And at the end of the day, it wasn't an easy day, but we did come out victorious, so I'm happy about that. So, previously in CS, you have a lot of your old team members spread out throughout this Valorant scene on different teams. So how do you feel about, beating one of them, which is Solo, on the other team? Okay, so I'm very happy that I was able to beat Solo, as well as once again my teammates just supporting me to be able to be victorious. Even though people say I'm old, I'm in the 30s, but still I am still in the game. So I'm very happy and thankful to my team. So as NUTURN was making it up from the losers bracket, you saw how Allow was performing. So when you went up against NUTURN again, what kind of things did you went through your mind, especially when you met Allow again in this finals as a both entry fragger team? It just felt like I just played as I used to, so nothing too much extra prep just for Allow. So what's the biggest difference of your jet and Allow's jet? Not too much difference. Oh, I think he's good and I'm good and we're both good. We're both up there as a top jet player. So people are curious. Did RB get rid of the jet? Are you not gonna play jet again? Jet will definitely come out one day in the future. I'm not gonna promise. I'm not gonna promise.
Within our blast packs.
Yeah, one day.
비슷하다는 대답 말고요, 제발요. 네. 둘 다 상관없습니다.
What's better? Razor or RB? Not Razor or RB. What am I saying? Razor jet.
상관없습니다. 그런 거 안 됩니다.
스킬이 많이 좋은 레이저가 더 좋지 않나.
I think because Raze has a lot more effective skills in terms of damage and mobility, I would like to play and master Raze a little bit more and probably continue playing Raze a little bit more compared to Jet.
알비 선수의 위기도 이번에는 좀 만나볼 수가 있었던 것 같거든요. 이번 우승을 하면서 가장 좀 인상 깊었던 장면이 있다면
so you had a lot of upsets as well. There were some mistakes, there were some super plays. What is the most memorable moment
제가 스플릿에서 12대 11인가 거기서 이제 제가 레이저 QQ공으로 죽인 게
Okay, so he's talking about during the semifinals at the last round when it was 12 to 11, he went out with Stax' flash and he with the showstopper got the triple kill and then got the 4K with his gun. That was the most memorable moment.
지금 스택스
So who's the
저기 정말 죄송한데 지금 인터뷰하는 동안에 빈본보다 스택스가 말을 더 많이 했어요. 이게 방송에 안 타서 그런 건데.
So the Korean caster is mad because we're not even interviewing Stax and he's the one next to him just talking the most.
두 분 대화하실래요?
아야 괜찮습니다. 괜찮아요.
본인일 것 같아요?
So who's the MVP? That was a question.
본인이겠죠 저.
근데 사실 그 많은
So he was like, "Do you think you're the MVP?" And RB agrees that, "Yeah, I'll probably be the MVP."
계속 이제 성당 때려주고 언더에 분해 수비할 때 그 3킬한 것도 사실.
Okay, so Stax is supporting you very well with the sky flashes and everything. If you get the MVP and get the MVP award, are you gonna have to share with Stax? And Stax is actually saying, "Oh, okay." So Stax is saying that no matter who gets the MVP, we're gonna just divided 5 ways.
열심히 장민아 열심히 뛰어와 걸어와봐 일단 근데 우리 나눠야 돼 이렇게 이미 끝났구나.
Yeah, so they're like, all right, it doesn't matter who gets the MVP. We're gonna split it anyway. So don't try too hard to keep all that 5K by yourself because we're gonna end up splitting it anyways.
그리고 거기다가 이제 정말 모든 선수들이 역할을 참 충실히 잘해줬다라는 생각이
So as you guys have seen throughout all their games, all and each one of them play their part, and the defender, the clutch king for the interview.
어쩜 그렇게 수비면 수비인데 최근 들어서 창까지 함께 좀 가지게 된 것 같습니다.
So you're the defender on Vision Strikers, right? You have the shield, but nowadays it feels like you have a sword and a shield. What happened? How did you improve so much? So I'm always being supported and getting fed information by my teammates, and I think those are the strength of our team, and that's the reason why I am able to be the one to hold the sword and the shield at the same time.
경쟁전 안 돌려서 에임이 없는 거를 자기의 어떤 훈육으로 에임을 다시 살린 거다. 이 감독님 발언에 좀 어떻게 생각하시는지.
So your coach says you don't solo queue that much, but recently getting into Masters, you've been solo queuing to get your aim back, your reflexes. Is that true?
사실 그래가지고 좀 잘 맞았던 것 같아요.
So yeah, it's not only about solo queues and practice, but I switched up my setting, my in-game setting regarding crosshair as well as sensitivity. So I think I just found the perfect setting for me, and that's probably why I was able to shoot so well in the Masters.
못 사는 사람 못 산다는 말은 좀 마음에 상처 입게.
일단은 많은 분들이 지금 격분하고 있지 않을까.
물음표 나옵니다 지금.
갈고리 수집 중에 완료가 되지.
역시 이제 본인의
and he also added that
잘 지켜주시는
and I'm just
선수의
talented.
말씀이었습니다.
At the end.
킹 선수가
Keeping it modest.
모든 선수들과 함께 뭐랄까요? 이렇게 계속해서 수비도 완벽하지만 계속 에임 얘기도 하셨잖아요.
So we had a lot of talks about defense, a lot about attacking, a lot about aim, but
만나왔던 팀이다 보니까
this last match in the grand finals, it wasn't that easy. How did you feel?
저격을 해온 걸 예상했는데.
So we did expect. So we did expect NUTURN to prep against to counter our strats, and we felt that they did, and they prepped so much. That's why it wasn't an easy win. So I'm glad that we came on top. But if they had won and beat us, I wouldn't be surprised as
그
well.
목소리가 킹 선수의 목소리였군요.
그 도움은 안 됐나요? 그런 약간 으쌰으쌰가?
이거는 제가 팀원의 사기를 올리기 위해서 말은 조금 빠르고 이게 시끄럽게 하지만 저의 마음은 이미 침착하게 게임을 하고 있거든요. 차 쏘는 것만 봐도.
Okay, so they're talking about how every round somebody on Vision Striker is screaming, and most of that was Stacks, and
좀 무서웠어요 이번.
King was a little bit scared because Stacks usually doesn't scream that much when we scrim and practice. And today, he's just been screaming so much to get the adrenaline pumping and to get this environment flowing and the momentum flowing, and it scared King a little bit. And now we're moving on to Zest.
아, 네. 참
The Sova main.
오늘 승리에 있어서 많은 것들을 제스트 선수의 손에서 이뤄낸 것 같아요. 오늘 우승 소감 한 말씀
So you're not an entry fragger, you're not a flash agent player, but you still with the Sova and the Sage provided a lot of support to your team. So how do you feel about that?
승리인 것 같습니다.
So obviously we thought we would have had an easy 3-0 or a 3-1, but unfortunately it did go the long game. And at the end of the day, going and winning after playing all 5 maps, I guess in a way makes us feel better because it felt like we provided a lot of entertainment.
어떤 부분이 아쉬웠어요?
So what was the
전체적으로 제가
one thing
조금만 더
that
잘해줬으면
you regret during this
좀만 더
match?
쉽게 이기지 않았을까.
So it felt like I made a lot of mistakes in regarding call-outs. And if I made a little bit less mistakes, I think we could have won by and possibly just got a 3-1 or a 3-0 win rather than going a full 5 maps.
불꽃 남자 그 이미지는 어떠신 것 같은지.
So there's a meme in the Korean scene with Zest.
나쁘진 않다.
They call him the Fire Punch Zest. I don't know why. It's like kind of like Dragon Breath Zest, something like that. Like it's a Korean meme they call him.
맞잖아요.
And they're asking if Zest likes
방송에
it.
그것만 나가니까.
Okay, so he did this on one of his streams, and that's why it got memed.
인정을 하니까.
Something we'll never understand, unfortunately.
Sometimes those Korean memes are just on another plane of existence that we can't possibly comprehend with our tiny
100%.
American brains.
So who do you want to thank the most? I want to thank my family. I want to thank my coaches and my teammates.
감사 인사를 전한다면?
저는 저희 감독님 하겠습니다.
Okay. If you had to pick one, I will thank my coach.
한마디 하세요 그러면. 영상 편지 내가 띄울 기회 드릴게요. 물론 이제
앞에
바로
계신데.
앞에 있지만
Since you picked your coach and he's actually right in front of you, still send him
또 열심히 해서
say
이기니까
something to him.
너무 고맙고 잘 일주일 쉽시다.
after getting this victory.
네.
일주일 어디 쉬나요?
Zest is asking for a vacation.
축하드립니다.
He's like, can we please get a break? And in front, he did say yes. But that might just be for the broadcast. Who knows? Who knows?
자, 아무튼 너네 오늘도 정말 잘해줘. 이제 스택 선수 한 번 더 얘기 나눌게.
Alright, so now, last but not least, we have Stacks here.
가장 많은 말씀을 해주셨습니다만.
So even though he wasn't being interviewed, he talked the most. Now we're going to be interviewing Stacks. How do you feel about today's win?
빈번 해설님과 이렇게 메이크업 하고 계시길래 3대0으로 빨리 칼퇴근을 시켜주세요.
So even before beginning today's grand finals, I was telling Bimban and some of the Korean casters that we're going to try to finish this 3-0 and just go home quick.
저희가 조금 많이 말려간 것 같고.
But it just feels like NUTURN just over prepped and just had like every counter to our strats, and I give them props for that and taking this to a map 5. They did play Breach once on Split, and you played mostly Sky overall. What do you think about Sky and Breach, and how do you feel about your play?
운영으로 잘 쓰고
It feels like whether I play Breach or Sky, it just feels like I'm supporting my team pretty well.
총이 안 맞더라고요.
But when I'm playing the Breach,
영혼이 들어온 거죠.
yeah, but when I'm playing the Breach today, my shots are off. But then when I got back into Sky, my shots were on. So it just feels like I'm basically done with Breach. It feels like I'm not gonna play the Breach anymore because my shots are off when I play the Breach.
유저들이 얘기하는 게 유저분들이
Stupid robo-hams.
Yeah. 뭐 이런 얘기들 많은데.
So now the big question here is when you guys go up against NA or EU or any other foreign countries, how do you where would you place? And Stacks says at least top 5.
좀 해야 되는데 세계대회를.
That's pretty modest. I thought he would say like first or second, but yeah, top 5 is what he thinks.
또 워낙에 또 인터뷰 천재라는 얘기를 듣고 계시니까 방금 말씀해 주셨잖아요. 그러니까 세계 대회에서 탑 5를 말씀해 주셨는데
If there was worlds,
여기서 끝이 아닙니다. 이 우승이 끝이 아니에요.
you
서킷
say that
포인트를 얻기 위한 하나의
you'll be in top 5,
과정이었습니다.
you got the circuit points. You saw that 100 points for the Masters.
비전 스트라이커즈와 해외 팀의 대결을 기다리는 우리나라 팬분들 그리고 해외 팬분들.
Okay, last words to your fans that are Korean and foreign.
부탁드립니다.
Last words.
이번 챌린저스 3회차를 안 나오고 저희가 열심히 연구해서 스카이를 나온 거거든요 이번에. 그래서
So we already made it up on the second week of Challengers. So we were able to study and improve on our Sky Rays plays rather than just stick with the Breach Jet. So just like we brought something new in this Masters 1, you can definitely expect something new coming from us in the next Challengers as well as the next Masters 2 in Ice.
Man, I wonder what that could be. Could it possibly be Astra?
No.
There's no way Korean teams would use that.
Yeah. How about Yoru?
나이스를 크게.
감사합니다 되나요 이거?
Is he even an agent?
응원해주신 분들
Put that on the back burner.
미안해요. 노력 많이 해. 이 정도로 너무 감사합니다.
And he also wants to thank everybody just for supporting their team and always looking out to see if they how they're doing on Twitter as well as the Korean and English Twitch. That was the interview for the winner's interview. We're gonna just go straight to the award ceremony, it seems like.
Yeah, we can finally figure out who the MVP of this team is going to be. Team themselves seeming to think maybe RB. I mean,
I think it was Stacks.
I would agree. If I was the one who was solely giving things out, which I'm not, I'd probably go for that as well.
I'm glad that we're agreeing on that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they all get 1 mil because they're all
they're all just going to be
split
splitting it
so
anyway. I mean, that's
Just a pride thing.
That's a huge night out at barbecue.
That
all
is
decide to
an
go in on
epic
the tab.
night. That's a night and the next morning.
피자 스트라이커즈입니다. 축하드립니다.
All right, well, there you have it. Champions of Masters Korea won here. 40,000 USD presented to Vision Strikers. A nice little takeaway, but I think the pride, being the pride of the region, being the, for now, best hope of competing and potentially defeating the other regions at Iceland is probably more meaningful.
Yeah. And I think that means a lot to them.
Yeah.
That's what they want, right? They
sure.
already think that they're top 5 material. We'll see what they think after next season.
And I think that was modesty, because I've spoken to Stax, and he did not say top 5 when I asked him how they were going to do. He said it was significantly higher than that.
It's like, it's going to take 1,000 thieves to stop us from taking home that trophy.
Well, given how they just played the other day, I don't know if they'll be there. But who knows? But yeah, I mean, Vision Strikers looking just fantastic. Clearly some things to improve on. Bind still being a bit of a thorn in their side, but overall, just a mastery of so many of these maps in the pool.
I tell you what, I think that they're just going to get better. They're going to fix these problems, no doubt about it. And it is going to be RB.
RB will walk away with our MVP award, divided amongst the entire team because they're just cool like that. That just shows that the synergy, the love that these guys have for each other in their play. But that map to ACS is just absurd.
Well, that was the Icebox game where, I think that they had one member die one time or something like that. If I can recall that game correctly, that's what it felt like at least.
It seemed like it was going to be something around there. But RB is going to be our MVP here for Masters Korea. So an extra 5 million won going into his and everybody else's pocket.
That's a pretty good prize pool for the team, 45K. Yeah, I would say for a night's work, but truly it's an entire season, honestly.
Yeah, but just think, this is just stage 1. If they can maintain their dominance, there's so many more of these paychecks on the way.
Yeah.
And once you bring international play in,
oh man,
Iceland, who knows what that prize pool is going to be like, Artosis?
It's probably 50,000.
Oh my God! Total. Distributed amongst all the team. No.
Plays cost a lot, guys.
Who knows? Either way, it's going to be damn exciting. And we're getting closer and closer to that. All right, let's talk to RB though about his MVP win.
Thank you, Seth and Artosis. I did not, I was unable to hear the first questions, but I heard the answer. How did you feel about becoming the MVP? And he feels very good about, becoming the MVP, but I don't really care who gets the MVP from our team because, like we said, we're going to split the prize pool anyways for the MVP prize money. But yeah, as the entry fragger, it just felt like I was gonna get it, but I'm very happy that I was chosen to be the MVP. During the match, we saw you smile a lot on camera. Was there a reason? So every time we won around, I smile. Usually I don't smile that much, but today, since it being the grand finals, it just made me happy every round that we won, and I was smiling a lot today.
그거는 아직 생각 안 했고 아직은 잘 모르겠어요. 아마 회식에 쓰지 않을까.
So, where you gonna spend this MVP money, or the prize pool? And we're gonna obviously get paid, divided into 5, and give the org. But we're gonna probably spend a big portion of it, having 회식, which is having an after party for being victorious in this grand finals. And it seems like that is it for the interview today.
All right. We do have the rejoin of some of the Korean commentators. I don't know if this is just a photo op or. Ooh. Okay, looks like. All right, so they're going to be closing out the show on their end. But man, what a day it's been, Artosis. It's been a very fun one.
So happy that it went to 5 maps.
No.
That really makes it so worthwhile. And I tell you what, this whole season was a blast. Valorant is a game that I'm just loving so much, casting, playing, learning more about, and it's amazing to watch these Korean teams grow.
Yeah, and we continue to see, improved depth coming out from the Vision Strikers. The addition of the Sky was something that we never really had anticipated, just given how little we had seen of it, throughout the entire duration of the Challengers weeks, all 3 of them. Then suddenly at the end, boom, Sky comes in. Vision Strikers are piloting it, and it looks great. I can't wait to see what happens in Stage 2 when we do come back for that, because with the addition of Astra on the board, there's a lot more strategic depth that can happen with that agent pick. So if anybody's going to be able to master it, we know that it's going to be Vision Strikers.
Absolutely, 100%. Like, I mean, it's only going to get deeper and deeper from here as well, right? Because we're going to get new maps. We're going to continue to get new agents. Someone's going to figure out how to use Yoru. It's going to be great.
Well, that one, we might have to wait a little bit longer on you. Maybe in 2022, somebody will figure out how to use Yoru.
But he can make you think you're walking somewhere.
Very true. But there you go, guys. Down on the bottom of your screen, Stage 2 is going to be kicking off not too long from now.
Yeah, that's
so,
really quick. We will be back like almost immediately. April 3rd. That's like
it's like a week and a half.
A week, yeah. It's like
today's the 21st.
13 days.
Yeah. Not long at all. So the Valorant action will be, have a little bit of lull. Obviously, there's the other regions that are going to be wrapping up their own Masters events that you guys could be checking out. But we're going to be kicking things off very swiftly. We'll have another 2 days of qualifiers, and then we are just going straight in to Challengers weeks. We've limited the amount of qualifiers. There's been some changes to the format, which are going to be exciting for you guys to check out and whatnot. So we're hoping that it overall provides a better, more competitive product for you guys to absorb like the esports sponges that you are.
Yes. And we don't mean brain cell-wise.
Yes.
We mean in how much you watch.
Exactly.
But it's going to be great next season, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in about 13 days.
Standing there, we were talking close. Started on the 4th of July. We heard
Spectre's on the other side, and Glow already with a couple kills there, popping him down. A short comes in for it.
Possess finds the spike, takes out.
Dolo throwing out his lines.
Oh, man! Showstopper available spots and lets the rocket go. RB does not quite get the kill. Paranoia will suggest and Zest will spray down 2. Allow quite get it to halfway, and Stacks on the A site. Stacks finding 2. Rolling Thunder gonna be used. Crashes it around the corner, and touching this back site cross. There's the hit, locking down the swap out on the gun. All the way into the back. He will drop down. He will look for it, but he will find absolutely nothing. Stacks with that final headshot will take them out. They will take this series 3-2. Vision Strikers are our Masters Korea champions.